I've always been a morning person. I like to get up early and get things done, and get them done as quickly as possible. One thing I do not like is having obligations later in the evening. I very much prefer to grind on through so I can have a few hours at night where I can relax my brain to watch brainless TV shows or YouTube, etc. I used to have a job where I had appointments spread out across the day, some early, some later, some much later. Not my preferred way of doing things. One thing that happens a lot in the movies is some writer or creative type has been given an advance. They've been given a few $1,000s to produce some type of creative work, usually a novel. Personally, I would like that. Of all the jobs I've had, having more autonomy is better. Really famous artists can get into trouble if they don't meet expectations. Imagine a huge auditorium filled with people, maybe a few thousand. They've each spent $100 to see you perform. They've waited in line for a few hours to get tickets. They have huge expectations. So if you show up half drunk and do a poor job, they are going to be angry. That would be like ordering and paying for a very expensive cheeseburger and then getting a cheese sandwich on white bread instead. Not a lot of people like having obligations out in the future. Most people like the idea of a future filled with nothing but freedom. This is essentially the difference between saving money and borrowing money. The more money you have saved, the more freedom you can expect in the future. The more you borrow, the more obligations you'll imagine in the future. Humans are built to dream with huge ambitions of the future. So we can imagine living better than we are today. Having too much debt makes this nearly impossible, particularly if you are living in a gangster type movie where debt collectors and loan sharks are always hounding you. For most, debt is a horrible chain around their necks they'll never get rid of. But it is possible to get rid of debt, not instantly, but if you slowly shift your understanding of money and how it really works, you'll be able to ease away from debt and into savings. Your future will become brighter and brighter, and you can get back to ambition-driven dreaming. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/debt-free.